Get ready, hold on, because this government is coming for your house.
If they wanted to teach you, they would, but they won't, so I will. The majority of people living and working in London would be better off if they just left.
And that's why the Labour Party has a fully costed plan to freeze energy bills this winter.
Gas prices the highest for almost a year.
Well, I've woken up and another Labour lie has come to light. Isn't that a f***ing shock?
You'll own nothing and be happy about it. Honestly, people laughed and they called it a conspiracy. But look around, it's already happening.
If you think UK life is easy, you are in for a surprise.
Labour would freeze council tax next year.
It's 3 times more than the rate of inflation. I mean, what the actual fuck?
So the dreaded council tax has just come through. No doubt every single one of you's gonna get one of these fucking things in the post telling you how much it's gone up and how many cuts have been made.
If it ended with the bedroom tax, I'd be right on the ball with you.
What happened? You lost your house? Oh, no, it's just that the bills are through the roof. So I thought, rather than having a day off this weekend, I'd better get out here and start rattling my jaw.
Bills set to rocket, council tax up. How are you going to survive 2025?
Welcome back to Brit Rants, where just living in Britain these days is like being stuck with yet another random subscription you never even asked for. Seriously, you get taxed for working, then they tax you for saving, and if you think you can escape by dying, guess what? There's a tax for that too. Council tax, road tax, TV licence, ULEZ charges, energy bills, water rates. Honestly, what's next? Are they going to charge us extra just for breathing in the wrong area code? Everything around us is falling apart, but somehow we're still the ones paying to keep the whole mess running. It's like the entire country has turned into one never-ending monthly bill. And much like your Netflix account, let's be real, half the stuff you're paying for, you never even use. So, if you're sick of feeling like your wallet's being squeezed dry just for existing, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Because honestly, it's about time we stop pretending any of this is normal, isn't it?
So many people have said to me, look here, I may not be the hardest up, but I'm going to really struggle to pay these energy bills. Now, we're expected to pay these massive increases. At the same time, oil and gas companies are making enormous profits.
Fucking shit.
I think everyone can see that's just not right.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
And that's why the Labour Party has a fully costed plan to freeze energy bills this winter. And we'll pay for that with a windfall tax on those unexpected profits.
Bravo, bravo. An extraordinary performance.
I understand. I completely understand why so many people are frustrated at the government that's not doing anything about their energy bill.
Okay, first, you lied, right? Then, you lied about lying. Okay? Then, you lied about lying about lying. Okay? So before you lie about lying about lying about lying about lying... Stop lying!
You'll own nothing and be happy about it. Honestly, people laughed and they called it a conspiracy. But look around, it's already happening. Home ownership is getting harder every year. Prices keep climbing, mortgage rates are brutal, and now corporations are buying up entire neighbourhoods. Rent is through the roof, and your new landlord, they're not people, they're hedge funds, they're big banks, they're corporations. Car ownership's going to be next. They're pushing subscriptions, finance traps. They're making car sharing schemes, making it harder and harder to actually own anything, even the little stuff. Music, software, films. You don't buy anymore. You rent it, you subscribe to it, you pay for access. This isn't random. It's by design, because if you own nothing, then you stay dependent. You pay forever. You never get ahead. Meanwhile, the people at the top, they own everything. The homes, assets, the companies. You just work to pay them. So no, this isn't a conspiracy theory. It's reality. It's unfolding right now. The only question is, are you going to let it happen to you, or are you going to take control?
Nothing is free in London.
This toilet was a public toilet. It's still a public toilet, innit? But you have to pay in to use it now when it's 50p entrance. It goes in and you're good to go, innit? I don't know why we have to pay for toilets, innit? But it is what it is, innit? Piss. They're trying to make a bit of money, yeah?
Okay, who is in charge of the BBC? Yes, who's in charge? You? Okay, give this fucking license thing a rest. Nobody wants to hear what you got to say. And stop knocking my door. Like, literally, nobody watches TV nowadays, especially yours. And some of you have the fucking nerve to say, oh, can I come in and see? No, you're not coming to my house.
Crystal? What happened? You lost your house? Oh, no, it's just that the bills are through the roof. So I thought, rather than having a day off this weekend, I'd better get out here and start rattling my jar. Oh, I see. Of course. Oh. Well, I'll tell you what. As you're my mate, I'll pay your gas and electric for the first month. Oh, mate, you sure? Yeah, honestly. Do you know what? That'd be amazing. What would I do about the next 11 months, though? I don't know, it's not really my problem. Oh, right, yeah, of course, yeah, I suppose. It is sort of my problem in a way. So. Oh, actually, tell you what. Mate, I can't accept it. Are you sure? I've already got 10 of these, so you can have this. I'm actually welling up. You saved me life. Honestly, don't mention it. You're welcome. Well, I don't need to be here anymore.
If they wanted to teach you, they would, but they won't, so I will. The majority of people living and working in London would be better off if they just left. And this isn't just me saying this is the numbers. According to government data, those working full-time in London make the most per week than anywhere else in the country. And for that very reason, a lot of people flood to London or continue to live and work in London because they think that they're getting paid more and they think with their bills they couldn't possibly move out of London and still survive. But that high London salary only really paints one side of the story. Between 2010 and 2024, when you take inflation into account, those working in London have actually taken a 6% pay cut on average, which is the second highest reduction in pay in the whole of the UK. Which is why, despite earning more than the rest of the country on paper, Londoners year on year are actually losing money. In fact, they are worse off than the vast majority of the country. Because let's be honest, living in London is insanely expensive. My debit card still weeps when you mention London around it, and my bank account is still suffering from PTSD. London, as expected, has the highest living costs across the UK, with monthly living costs estimated to be on average £2,617, which is over £1,000 more than Durham, the UK city, with the lowest monthly living costs. But the main reason why I think people overestimate how much money London will make them is because when you look at the average amount of disposable income for Londoners, which is the amount that you have after you've paid all of your bills and taxes, you know, the money you have to spend on you, which is literally how much you get paid, not the big number that they use to entice you, London is ranked the second lowest in the UK. Londoners have on average £381 per month disposable income, which isn't just poor generally speaking, but for it to be the second lowest in the UK, it kind of begs the question as to why so many people still choose to live and work there when their ability to earn is so bad, even by UK standards. Just to put it into perspective, the average disposable income per month for someone living in the UK is £532 per month. Living in London for a year was enough for me to realise that all of the food spots, activities and tourist traps just aren't enough for me to stay there any longer. London for me now is a day visit. Get in and get out. It isn't a place to be living in my opinion. And while there are some people realising that other parts of the UK exist and they are choosing to move and set themselves up outside of London, there are a lot of people that are a bit more resistant to change. With one of the main reasons being that there are just more job opportunities in London. But in reality, unemployment in London is consistently higher than it is anywhere else in the UK, and you can see that in this graph. In 2024, while the unemployment rate was 5.8% in London and 4.6% in outer London, for the rest of the UK on average, it was 3.6%. Improving your financial position sometimes isn't just about your financial habits, but it's also about the decisions you make about your life, with where you live being a difficult but important one. So when you take into consideration that there are jobs available outside of London, and you will more than likely increase your disposable income by leaving because the living costs are so much cheaper in pretty much every other city in the UK, let me know in the comments your reasons for staying.
There are choices on tax as well. We need to revive our high streets by cutting our business rates. And we need to be clear about council tax. Labour would freeze council tax next year. using that windfall tax that hasn't been collected. Yes, you heard it right. Not a penny more on your council tax. Not a penny more than the bill you paid last year. And that is a tax cut for the 99% of working people. Is what would a Labour government do to help? And we've said, well, we'd have frozen energy bills. We led on the argument for that last year. We say now we would freeze council tax for the next year because that will help people make ends meet. Now, it's not hypothetical because the money we would use is the profits from oil and gas companies. We would tax that. There's £10 billion there. The government could, just as they stole the idea of an energy price freeze from us, they can steal this. And we could move on this in the next few weeks, because if the government said we'll match Labour and have a freeze on council tax for the next year, we would obviously vote for it. The money is available, and if the government was serious about dealing with the cost of living, they would take this Labour idea and run with it.
So the dreaded council tax has just come through. No doubt every single one of you's gonna get one of these fucking things in the post telling you how much it's gone up and how many cuts have been made. I'll tell you now, I'm sick to the fucking back teeth of them taking money, wanting more money out of us, but reducing what they're gonna do for us. I'm sick of paying for everything twice. Imagine going for 4 new tyres on your car and you come out and there's only 3 on there. The bill is still the same, but then you've got to pay again for the 4th fucking tyre. That's exactly what these cunts are doing. I know it's only a small thing, but they're making us pay for the fucking green bin. Now, we might only use it maybe 10 times a year, but it's not the fucking point I pay for my green bin to get emptied. Why should I have to keep on paying you for that bin to get fucking emptied and then pay you again for the same fucking bin to get emptied? The roads are turning to shit. Public transport is wank. All the other stuff, you can't get a fucking doctor's appointment. Our town centre shops are all fucking emptying because they can't afford the rates that you put on them. It is extortion. But should we? Should we really fucking have to pay all this shit? Paying for a service that you don't get, and in order to get that service, you've got to pay for it again. Fuck you!
Gas prices the highest for almost a year as the UK brace for a frost. It's a bit cold, let's fucking ramp them gas prices up. Doing it again, people. 4, 5, 6, 7 years in a row now this. The UK braces for cold weather to sweep in. The price of gas is rising. Well, this was yesterday, so it said UK wholesale gas prices rose up to 3.3%. I mean, when are we going to switch on that they're fleecing us? Gets a bit cold. So let's think of an excuse why we need to put them up. Not that it should cold, because that's the reason we put them up, because it's cold. We thought we're just the greed of it. So basically the shit they've come out with is the heat demand across the continent would likely peak, which combined with reduced wind and power generation could lead to energy grids straining. So there's your excuse, people. If you're an excuse, they put the prices up, but it's bullshit. And that is what they do year in, year out now, and we've just got to get used to it. The thing for me is, what I've been saying for years now, when does it end? They just keep doing it and putting them up, so we're paying fucking $5 a month for gas and electric. It is utter bullshit. And what a kick in the bollocks for those pensioners who've had the winter fuel payment cut. Because there are some, people keep saying, it's only a few, there are some. They're going to be paying even more now. But yeah, if you just want to sit still and think everything's funky-dory and there's nothing going on and stuff, you do that until it hits you in the pocket, then that's when you'll start complaining. But for me, it is an absolute fucking farce.
Get ready, hold on, because this government is coming for your house. If you've got a spare bedroom, if you pay extra council tax for extra space, if you own an empty property, a second home, or a holiday house, you best take heed, because when a sitting Prime Minister puts this on record, it's not theory anymore, it's the direction of travel. On the 21st of July 2025, Sir Keir Starmer sat before the liaison committee, and when asked how Britain would house tens of thousands of asylum seekers, he really didn't hesitate. He didn't talk about stocking the boats. He didn't talk about limiting arrivals. He said, there's lots of housing. Local authorities know where it is. We're identifying what can be taken. Built, arranged, taken. Then he doubled down. We have to take over other accommodation. There is no alternative. That's not policy, that's possession. So, if you've worked for your home, paid your way, and kept a roof over your family's head, understand this. They're not just coming for empty houses, they'll be coming for yours.
Well, 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 I've woken up and another Labour lie has come to light. Isn't that a fucking shock? Ofgem has announced another 6.4% increase into energy bills. Now, this is a third consecutive increase in a row. So, Mr. Ed Miliband and the Labour Party told you that they'd be reducing your energy bills by £300 this year. Now we're on the third consecutive increase, another 6.4%. This means that average energy bills in the UK are going from £1,738 to £1,849. So just the average alone will be increasing by an extra £110, nearly an extra £10 a month. Now this starts April the 1st, so buckle up, things are going to get more expensive. Isn't that a shock? Oh, by the way, if you look outside, it's fucking pissing it down. Welcome to the UK where you can't afford shit. They keep raising your bills, they keep taking your hard-earned money, and the weather's always fucking miserable. Happy fucking Tuesday, everybody.
With the energy cap set to rise again, bills set to rocket, council tax up, how are you going to survive 2025?
Oh, baby. Nice. That's good.
Alpha, I can see you enjoying the lights. Payday, electricity bill. Oh yeah, run. Run fast before the lights go come out.
Well, I guess I need my lights.
Nice one, bro. Oi, mate, you alright? Your money's 200 quid, innit? Running sharply, innit?
Okay. Well.
Cheers, man. I know you know your bean has been collected. Yeah, you see how everywhere fresh, sweet, soft. Oh yeah, run, sharply, run.
Okay.
See you later, bro. Hey, Mr. Data Man, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, you know what it is. Alpha, I know you, obviously, yeah, I know you got our message because you're still online, oh, yeah? Quick. Sharp, run on. We still get upgrade. You get unlimited data, just extra 40.
Oh, come on.
No problem. Baby, the money. Thank you. Just do a transfer. I don't need to go with your card. I'm all dressed up so I can go. Okay, I just received it. Thank you. Love you. Bro, that app, you forgot to cancel it though. We need the money, we need it. AB of UK, Alpha bros. My people, I just asked you, I beg, just try loan me money, I go give you back. Just even if it's na £500, I go pay you back na urgency na something just come up like this. I beg. I know say you dey capable. If you go fit run am, I be your guy, AB. Hello.
I'm What is the going rate for water bills in the UK? So my housing situation for the last 9 years, I've never had to pay water. But now I'm moving and I now have to pay water. And we've been quoted £110 a month. Now we are a family of 6, 4 small kids, but that just sounds wild to me. And I was scrolling, I searched on TikTok just to see like what everyone else was saying. And I found like videos where people were saying they were paying like £25 a month. Now them videos were from 2024. I couldn't find any recent ones. So is this normal? Like, is that a normal amount? Like, that just seems a bit crazy to me. Like, that's more than what we've been quoted for electric, which is really crazy, I think. It's more than car insurance. Like, what the hell? I get it, yeah, you use a lot of water and all, but after seeing someone say they pay £25 a month, I'm like, am I being seriously ripped off? I don't know. I'm new to this, so let me know.
Get a load of this. BBC licence fee warning, as new overhaul means costs will depend on house prices. This is going to ruffle a few feathers. Going to annoy so many people. And this is the bit what's going to do it. Under the new means tested proposal, households will not be able to opt out of a TV licence. That is, will not. Basically, it's going to increase with the value of your home as proposed by the BBC. The chairman, Samir Shah, suggested that the £174.50 should be scrapped in favour of a progressive payment structure. It gets better. The fee would be linked to property bans and would be collected at the same time as your council tax, which would mark its first major shake-up since taking over from Richard Sharp. He did, though, very kindly dismiss the idea that TV licence will be scrapped for a Netflix subscription. Yeah. So in a nutshell, if you're in a higher council tax band, you will pay more for the BBC services. And the absolute cherry on top, those who opt out of paying for a TV licence will no longer be able to do so. Now tell me you've lost a lot of money without showing me you've lost a lot of money. What an absolute outrage this is. And I can see it happening, people. And if you don't pay one, they will take action. I can guarantee it. And I've done many, many videos on the TV licence, and every single one of them have gone viral. People saying, I don't pay, I opt out, I don't watch live TV. There's going to be a major shake-up because they are losing money left, right and centre. Oh yeah, how about that for a Saturday afternoon piece of news?
If it ended with the bedroom tax, I'd be right on the ball with you. Like, I do like the way you get the free healthcare. The NHS is a good organization, gets a lot of bad heat. Things could be improved, but it's great. The education, make good points. But the thing is, overall, less tax than the United States. I'm not sure about that because there's a big VAT tax out there. The reason why gasoline's like $12 a gallon and 3 something in the States is because it's all taxes out there. You got the TV tax, you got little taxes here and there that add on. So yeah, overall income tax per se may be less, but I wouldn't say overall in the UK they're taxed less than the United States. But what you guys do with your taxes as far as healthcare is concerned, yes, we do need to unfuck our healthcare system here in the States. And there's things that we can improve, but I wouldn't say that overall the UK is taxed at a lesser rate than it is in the United States. But you guys do get a payback for your taxes too. Not that council tax though. The council tax is a mess. They're taking more and more and doing less and less on the council tax.
If you think UK life is easy, you are in for a surprise. Hi guys, my name is Sujan Ho. I'm 24 years old and I have lived in the UK for over a decade now. In this video, I'll break down all of the expenses that you would have to face once you come to the UK. I'm not making this video to scare anyone. I'm just here to tell you the truth, and trust me, you can make it work. So let's just say you get a job that pays you around £1,500 a month, which sounds about realistic. So now let's break down the expenses. For your rent, you need about £500 roughly. That's if you live in a shared accommodation. So £500 is gone. Bills, you're looking at around £150 to £200. You need to have a phone and you need Wi-Fi. So that's around, let's say, £100. And when you come here, you need to travel around London for your work to go home. So that's around £150. And you need to eat food to survive. So that's around £250 to £300. On that salary, now you're left with only around £200 to £300. Now, if you convert that to Nepalese rupees, you might be able to live okay with that money. But in here, you are just surviving. Okay, life is not that easy. Follow me for more Life in the UK video, guys. Cheers.
Actually fuming. As if Labour couldn't get any worse. Council tax. Have you seen? They're basically given the go-ahead for local towns, cities, councils to increase council tax next year by up to 5%. I mean, it's 3 times more than the rate of inflation. I mean, what the actual fuck? Totally appreciate there's a massive black hole that they need to fix because the last government sent so much money. But for once, just for once, can he put himself in the shoes of people like myself and you guys? What the actual fuck? Where does he think our money goes? How much more can we stretch the money that we get? I would love to be a person on his cabinet or a spokesperson just for normal people and be like, oh, Keir Starmer, what you doing? You can't do that. What are you doing to normal people? Do you know what I mean? I mean, fucking hell, man. Thoughts?
You might have seen this in The Independent. MPs are saying that council tax is so disconnected from local services that it's actually undermining trust in democracy. And they're right. Council tax is 30 years out of date based on 1991 property values and completely unfair and regressive. One MP actually said that it's the most unfair tax in use in England today. And this is what we mean when we say broken tax equals broken trust. The report suggests giving local councils more power to revalue properties and adjust bans themselves. Sounds like progress, right? Well, not quite, because they're still tinkering at the edges of a broken system which just keeps the unfair structure in place. It doesn't address the real issue that some people in places like Hartlepool are paying more than they should, while others in wealthier areas are still undertaxed. At Fairshare, we're calling for something much bolder. One proportional property tax that will replace stamp duty, council tax and the bedroom tax with one fair, simple, flat rate of 0.48% against your property's value. It's levelling up by design by shifting the burden from low and middle incomes onto the wealthiest property, especially in overheated markets like London and the South East. And most households will save under this proposal, with the average annual benefit being £556. By scrapping stamp duty, we also unlock housing mobility and boost local economies, making it a real growth-friendly model. And it's not niche. We have support from Conservative, Labour and Independent MPs because everyone is fed up of collapsing services, rising bills and a system that just doesn't make sense no matter which side of politics you sit on. If you believe that tax should be fair and based on what your property is worth today, share this, follow us, and you can email your MP via the link in our bio.
I'm an English girl living in Thailand, and my favourite thing about living here is definitely the coffee shops. Just come to the coolest cafe ever. Have a look at this place. This is the menu. I got one of these, and I got a red velvet cookie. And £4.25 for the drink and the cookie. Have a look at this. It's so cute in here. The drinks are ready. Look at that. It looks so good. This looks delicious. This. Oh my god. They've got such a cute photo booth in here. The templates here are so cute. Just picking which one we want. Cute. Yeah, that one. Okay, the photo is ready. Oh, Nalak. So cute. You can download it on your phone. This cafe is the most aesthetic cafe I've ever been to in Thailand. This is your kind of vibe. Then it's called Monday Attack.
Remember when Britain was the kind of place where if you worked hard, you could actually build something for yourself? Yeah, those days feel like ancient history now. These days, it's more like you're getting charged just for having the audacity to exist. And heaven forbid you actually try to get ahead, because they'll punish you for that too. Think about it. You drag yourself out of bed early every morning, slog through the entire week, and then when your paycheck finally shows up, it's already been picked clean. Taxes, rent, bills, random fees for things you never even signed up for. It's like watching your money disappear before you can even touch it. You can't buy a house. Hell, you can barely save a penny. And don't even think about existing without somehow triggering yet another charge somewhere. It's not really a cost of living anymore, is it? It's more like a cost of permission. Permission to drive your car, permission to watch telly, permission to keep your house warm, permission to just stay alive in a country that franks what really gets me. You never actually voted for any of this madness. None of us did. But meanwhile, the wealthy, oh, they're absolutely thriving. Corporate profits are through the roof, executive bonuses are bigger than ever, and MPs are busy giving themselves nice little pay rises while having the nerve to tell the rest of us we need to budget better. Here's the thing. The system isn't actually broken. It's working exactly the way it was designed to work. You're not meant to win this game. You're just supposed to keep paying, quietly, endlessly, until there's literally nothing left of you. Well, I think it's about time we stopped being quiet about it, don't you? So here's what I want to know. Drop a comment and tell me. What's the one thing you're absolutely sick of paying for in Britain that gives you absolutely nothing in return? And honestly, if you could actually cancel one thing tomorrow, what would it be? If you're as fed up as I am with getting charged just for being poor in this country, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Because here at Brit Rants, we're not interested in sugarcoating anything. We call it out, we laugh at the absurdity, and we fight back, one proper rant at a time. Britain isn't just unaffordable anymore, it's completely unforgivable. And you know what? The first step toward fixing any of this mess is having the guts to call it exactly what it is.